Hey people, Indrid here, 53 Faction War. This is Estia Province and Space Marines versus Eldar. For the blue Space Marine team, Oppressor with a Force Commander. Very strong offense, fighting in melee combat. Can also tank, disrupt and support alongside. Antair's Apothecary, support hero fighting in melee combat by default. Begins with a heal and a passive health regeneration aura. Looks like some Lamenters and stuff going on. Rounding off the team is AfterSHOCK with a Techmarine. Starts off with a bolt gun, puts out some good damage. Can also support with structures and repair. The Imperial Fists elite scheme here. For the Eldar, it's Farseers all the way down. Katla using the Exodites elite scheme. We have Novacyt here with some Harlequins. And Qwick looks like some good old Oathway on the east side. The Farseers are melee combatants. Strong support heroes that can heal, buff, and also control enemies. In on the tactical marines here. Instantly gets a special attack on the east side. Looks like it's going to kick off in the mid in a second. Farseer needs to be very careful. I think she's going to go down, you know. Techmarine another burst maybe. Oh no, the Techmarine stopped shooting her, I think. Or maybe it was just on the cooldown of the weapon. Apothecary runs away. I think he got too close to these, well, Howling Banshees, but I think they'd be a Harlequin troop in this context. Farseer here to tie up the tactical marines pretty quick, allowing the Harlequin troop to approach without getting shot at. There they are with their power melee weapons and guide thrown on them for even more damage. Can't stick around there, fellas. Dropping a model that's a little bit sloppy there from Antair. Should have got them out of there a bit quicker. Maybe they were hoping the scouts could get in to get shotguns going maybe. On the west side, more Farseer tying up tactical marines. And they do have shotguns in play here, Oppressor, as well as the battle-crying Force Commander to help deter the Banshees from getting in. Aspect of strength already up. Guardians quite far forward. The Farseer should be fighting, I think. She's trying to cap during this. Banshee's getting kind of wrecked. Shotguns and bolt guns. Not a good mix. Force Commander might have been able to finish them off if he was on them in melee there. We do have the battle equipment up for one of the Guardians. The Farseer did get the VP. And I guess the Banshees did survive. So maybe it was worth it. Attacks are down to a single model too. So they have done some good damage here. The scouts are being tied up. Guardians try to grenade, but it misses. Still Guardians in play on the left of your screen. Yeah, in the end, it worked out pretty well for Katla. Typically, you don't want to cap during a fight. Oh, the Farseer might go down, or maybe it didn't. Maybe it didn't work out super well. Double tax. The second tax came in from Oppressor. Back to the mid. Doombringer Farseer trying to poke some tactical marines to death. She's going to die in a second. Gets a special, of course, and then runs. Doesn't even use her weapon for a special attack. Just waves her hand and sends things flying. Just do that all the time, Mrs. Farseer. Shuriken gets too close to things. A single scout with a shotgun here. He's got a grenade though as a sergeant. Beautifully done grenade. Oh, kind of unlucky to only get one model, I think. The damage of a frag grenade is very much centralized on the point of explosion rather than the plasma grenades, which is more evenly spread. Force Commander level 2 out of that and gets the cap. I like these Origin Black Marines here. Scouts have shotguns, as we saw. Any other scouts with shotguns? Yes, Antair's double shotguns. And AfterSHOCK also has some. Apothecary has a Sanguine Chainsword kicking off between the west and the mid. Shotgun blast on the Howling Banshees. Is there going to be another one? There is another one. Chains them together quite well there, Antair. And Banshees are sent packing. The tax took a bunch of damage. I actually dropped a model there too. What was that? Oh, it was a shield there, I think. Exploding. Apothecary chasing in. Sanguine Chainsword allows him to brawl pretty well with the heal on hits. Gives him more melee damage as well. Harlequin troopers there with power weapons. And the Farseer alongside them that can throw doom on something. She also has Armor of Fortune. There's Fortune up on the Harlequin troop / Howling Banshees. Are they going to kill the Apothecary? They do. Banshees get away. Guardians here need to run. There we go. Heavy bolter in play is from Oppressor. Apothecary fell down. Should get revived from there, I think. Oh, AfterSHOCK just dropped some scouts on the east side. Looks like Banshees got messed up as well. But they got away for Qwick. Katla's Guardians also got away. And there's tier 2 for Katla. Farseer still down here, by the way. East side. Big push from the Eldar onto the power. Double shurikens. In fact, triple shurikens for Qwick. There's 2 on the power here. Where's the other one? It's defending the natural power, apparently. Kicking off in the mid. Force Commander was perhaps going for the revive. There's a webway up. Ouch. Banshee's got around the Devastator and wiped them out. Beautifully done from Katla. Even with shotgun scouts there, they managed to do it. Maybe they were infiltrated from the webway. There's a webway on the western edge, and the Farseer webways do infiltrate. So maybe that was it. Ouch. Those Banshees got wrecked. They do get away, though. Aspect of fleetness looks like, because they're jumping over stuff. These shotguns doing some good work. Holding this area. Protecting the Apothecary kind of thing. Here is that western webway. And I think this is what Katla used. Infiltrated the Banshees and ran them onto the Devastators. And they've got double Guardians to cap up that stuff there. Meanwhile, the Farseer of Novacyt, level 2, Doombringer, chasing off some tactical Marines. Can't really bash the power. She was just going to try and run interference here a bit. No, runs away. That's what they're running. Back towards the east side. Assault Squad in play. Gets on one of the shurikens, but there are 3 up for Qwick. And they can be buffed with Guide as well. Banshees have the aspect of strength. They've got Guardians with battle equipment. Grenade. Oh, they ran right into it, basically. And having to run. They didn't drop a model, though. Devastators on the field for AfterSHOCK as well. They have the 1-1-1 build, but without scouts. Looks like Anter is trying to split with their scouts quite a lot. Try and help out both sides. There's one shotgun blast. And a grenade. Set up by the shotgun. And another one. Another one came in from Oppressor there. The Banshees survived it, so did the Guardians. Assault Squad get on the shuriken. Almost took them out there. 4-4-6 to 3-8-1. All the Eldar players are in tier 2, by the way. That was a Purification Vials throw. Apothecary. I guess they had it purchased already when they went down. Fortune on the Farseer, and she's kicking some ass here. Takes down the Apothecary again and survives the barrage of shotguns and chainsword. Force Command has Artificer's going to get a revive again. Levels him to 4. He's doing alright. This is Psychic Storm from Katla. Suppressing and damaging those tacks. Setting up some grenades. They're going to wipe. I think they do wipe. Ouch. Well done from Katla. Gets a very nice wipe there. Oppressor kept them in play way too long. Didn't expect them to stay in play even without the grenade. I mean, maybe they weren't paying attention, but Psychic Storm typically makes stuff run away because you're suppressed for ages and you're taking damage. Unless you can take out the Farseer. Guardians leveling to 2. Fleeting now, so they can't use their grenade because they've got no energy left. Might need to just run. Yeah, there we go. We have 2 Assault Squad fellas up here for Oppressor. Anti-air bashing power with shotguns. And we've got a Wraith Guard showing up. Haven't even noticed these scouts shooting at them yet. Novacyt. Dark Creepers on the way for Qwick. Nothing yet in tier 2 for Katla. There's the jump. That's a ballsy jump from those guys right into some Banshees. Guide goes up on the Guardians. If Guide was up on those Banshees when those guys jumped in, I don't know if they would have got away. Oh, they bashed the node and decapped it. That was pretty good. Ante is doing some good work with his scouts. Wraith Guard getting messed up. Dropping a model there. Apothecary's level 2. It's been pretty solid. When he hasn't been fallen over here, that is. Now chasing down some Guardians that are going to get caught in the mid. Takes that fella out pretty quick. And that was Qwick's Guardians. Dark Creepers are up. With those Reaper missile launchers. Inferno PvP damage very good against heavy armor of Space Marines. Oh, and suppressing the Apothecary with pinning fire there. And dodging the Purification Vial as well. They don't want to be purified. They're alright. Farseer gets a decap on the east side. Spirit Stones here. Any other accessories? Yep, Katla's got runes of reaping and now has a singing spear for some heavy melee damage of her own. Can damage all targets with this thing, and can also, of course, throw guide on herself for more DPS using it. Is the Doombringer always, like, on fire like this? Not sure if I've really paid attention to that before. I don't think that's new. More Dark Reapers, a second squad for Qwick, and we've got some on the way for Novacyt on the west side. Force Commander with some battle cries, buffing all of his units here. Could be dicey for the Banshees. They're level 3. They're staying in this fight too long, I think. Trying to retreat. Oh, I think they might have just made it out. It's a well-judged fight in the end for Katla, but I think slightly lucky on that retreat. Positioning helped them there. If the Tactical Marines waded into melee a little bit earlier, they would have been down, I think. If you know that a unit's going to have to retreat, sometimes it's worth getting your Marines, either CSM or Space Marines or whatever, into melee early, so you can guarantee some retreat melee hits are going to go in. So there's 3 Dark Reapers on the field. We'll see what they can do, eh? I always say they're so good against Space Marines. Let's see if they can actually do it. See if they can actually live up to their billing here. One of the main reasons they were put in the game was to help Eldar deal with Ogrins, which are super heavy infantry in tier 2. We'll see if they can help them deal with the Space Marines too. Wraith Guard. Are they looking for a power bash? What are they doing here? Looking for a big flank, I think, Novacyt. Fleeting Banshees. Getting in on the Tactical Marines. There we go. No guide on them, though. And the fleet does lower your damage. Otherwise, it'll be bonkers. Force Commander runs away as the Farseer's Guardians grenade her. She's on capping duty now. Oh, some friendly fire suppressing those Harlequin troop Banshees. East side. Good pressure here from Qwick. Nice use of the gravity blade to mess with the assault squad. They're still able to jump though. Oh wow, 2 of them died over there. It's a ballsy jump. Shutting down the Shuriken. There's guide up on the Reapers, but you got to shoot, fellas. They're not shooting. Creating some space first, I guess. There we go. These guys in retreat. Can they get a grenade? Do they even need a grenade? Might be able to just shoot them down here. Yeah, didn't even need the grenade. Assault squad drops for AfterSHOCK. It's a big loss. Those guys had a sergeant as well. Here's a Dreadnought, which should be able to walk through most of the Dark Reapers stuff. Back to the west side, though. Rune Armors. Psychic Storm again. Scouts taken out. Banshees need to be very careful, though. Very careful. Cutting it very close with their Banshees. A couple of times now is Katla. And they are level 3. Doesn't want to lose them. Singing Spear could do some good work against the Tactical Marines if she can find a way to get to them. Maybe. Nope, she's just leaving. Level 3 drops in an Autarch. Gets 1 smack on the Dreadnought and dies. Farseer seemed a little bit confused there. Meanwhile, power bashing Wraith Guard doing some good work. The Wraith Cannon's very good at taking out generators. Pretty good at taking out everything, really. So this is a melee Dreadnought from Oppressor. So we'll have melee resistance, much like AfterSHOCKs, unless it's been upgraded. It has been upgraded with an Assault Cannon. I say upgraded, it's technically, you know, a side grade. It's just fulfilling a different role now. East side, webways. Oh wow, 2 webways up on this raised platform. Those raised platforms, by the way, on the first ever version of S-tier province, however long ago that was, 8 years or something, the VPs were up on those raised platforms, but it made the map feel way too big, so I moved them to the big central road. That was a really good barrage from AfterSHOCK's Dreadnought, and here's another Dreadnought from Antair. AfterSHOCK gets some more Assault Marines, which is actually a decent shout, I think. Just need to be a bit more careful with them. They can tie up the Shuriken and the Dark Reapers and stuff. Ouch. Dreadnought finishes off the Banshees. Those were Katla's Howling Banshees. I wonder if they got to level 4. Autarch jumps back. She has her fusion gun. Knows how to use it. Good damage to all targets. This Dreadnought is causing havoc over here. This is Oppressors. Taking some Wraith Cannon hits, but Wraith Guard are very vulnerable to melee. Singing Spear Farseer is trying to go after it. Fortune up on the Harlequin Troop Banshees. Trying to take out some Stern Guard. I think they're going to be alright. Those are aspect of fleetness, so they need to focus on taking out infantry. I think the Autarch just running the Force Commander around. Look how quick she is. That's crazy. Just zipping around the field. Still don't really have anything here to threaten the Dreadnought. Here we go. Doom is up on the Assault Squad. Pretty good Merciless, but then they run. And now everything can try to pile onto the Dreadnought without getting friendly fired. Fusion Gun's doing some decent work here. And the Autarch is very quick. There's Emperor's Fist. Can the Wraith Guard ground target ahead of the Dreadnought here a bit? I think they got some shots there, maybe. Doom isn't ready yet. Can the Fusion Gun get it done? This Autarch is so low, though, for Katla. And goes down. Stern Guard taking her out with their Hellfire rounds. Dreadnought escapes. Farseer did put Guide on herself, but should have put Guide on the Autarch, perhaps. Maybe it was down already when she used Guide on herself, the Farseer there. Katla flees, maybe. 20 hit points, 17. Down she goes. Apothecary getting a sync kill. We got a Seer Council up, though. I mean, it's not going to help superbly with the Dreadnought, but it's going to help. East side, big pressure from AfterSHOCK. They lost a lot, but this Dreadnought is putting in work. Qwick went tier 3 rather than countering it in tier 2, and they're paying the price here by being pushed back. Farseer getting in, just trying to tie up this Dreadnought here. Could get her own Singing Spear, but already has the Gravity Blade, so most likely doesn't want to purchase another weapon. Goes down. There's a Reaper Missile Barrage, and that is a barrage from the Assault Cannon. Holy crap. Gonna get a full power bash here, I think. Any war gear for the Techmarine? No, nothing. Now have combat stims for the Apothecary. Force Commander's level 7. He's got a bunch of revives, but still done very well to get that level. Antair's Dreadnought all the way forward here. They really slacked on their anti-vehicle, the Eldar. They're facing 3 Dreadnoughts. You've got to get some AV up. They kind of went tier 3. And they're hoping to pull through with that. Fire Prism on the way for Katla. That's going to help shoot up the Dreadnoughts from long range. Seer Council leaping in on the Stern Guard and the taps that are there. They took a bunch of damage doing so, though. Fire Prism. Now getting those focused shots on the Dreadnought. I think it needs to move away. Looks like Blessing of the Novacyt is up from the Techmarine. Is it? No. What was repairing that Dreadnought then? Was it the Scouts? I guess it was the Scouts following it. They didn't seem to be close enough to be repairing it there. Another good barrage from AfterSHOCK. I think Blessing of the Novacyt would be a good shout here. There's 3 Dreadnoughts that need repairing. 2 here, says AfterSHOCK. Indeed there are. There's Guide up on the Shuriken, or rather I should say Bright Lance. Dark Reapers doing their thing. Jumping in are the Assault Marines. Can they wipe it out? It's going to be close. Oh, pinning fire helps to suppress them there. And they didn't actually drop a model, the Assault Squad. Meanwhile, back on the west side, got Missile Launcher Tactical Marines trying to go after the Fire Prism. It gets Melter Bombed. Stern Guard could be switching to Vengeance maybe, but nope, they run away. Emperor's Fist. This thing has Doom on it. Can they take it out? Don't really have anti-vehicle units here. There's an Orbital. Fortune up on the Banshees. Is that going to save them from the Orbital? Dreadnought is there getting hits, but needs to be careful of the beams itself. It's also taking Fire Prism hits here. I think they're going to survive it. Oh, that beam hit the Dreadnought pretty big, I think. They do get away. The Dreadnought does not get away. It should have backed off as soon as the Orbital came in, I think. The Dreadnought of Oppressor is still having a whale of a time, smacking through Eldar infantry. Now it's going to take some Fire Prism shots, though, which is being repaired, the Fire Prism. Antair down to 3 units. We got caps thanks to the Dark Reapers through the mid. Dreadnought, it's level 3 for the AfterSHOCK. It's done really well. Right Lance can set up and get some shots here. There's a Spirit Stone Seal. Where's the guide? There's a barrage. Almost wiped out the Bright Lance. Where's the guide? Maybe it's on cooldown or something. There's Gravity Blade to throw the Techmarine aside. Dreadnought should be shooting at the Bright Lance, surely. Or the Farseer should be tying it up or something. There we go. Now it's tying it up. The Sword Sword coming in. That was a messy fight from all concerned. But the Bright Lance is taken out. AfterSHOCK gets it done. 233 to 105. Triple cap, though, for the Eldar. Look at this sneaky webway. From Katla? No, from Novacyt. Dark Creepers are invited to leave the VP alone for now. And they accept with a chainsaw to the face. West is turning all red. Have this central wreck point, but the Space Marines have this contested power and this contested power. Scouts finding a webway, not before double Dark Creepers come out though and shoot the crap out of them. Much needed repairs for the Dreadnought. Where's the Techmarine though? Oh, is that base? Oppressor's Dreadnought still alive as well. So the Seer Council of Katla doing some light power melee action on the Stern Guard before leaving. 186 to 105. Dark Creepers scatter away because of the Dreadnought's scary assault cannon. Look at that. Oh wow, how did the Stern Guard not get suppressed there? I thought I was going to suppress that entire blob, but it didn't seem to. And the Spirit Seer goes down, of course they do. Still have the west side though. Land Ready Redeemer on the way for Anter. Oh, sneaky Apothecary coming in, was spotted by the Fire Prism. I don't think the Fire Prism should be that far forward, to be honest. And now we have Fire Dragons on the field for Novacyt. Webway up over here too. A D cannon on the field for Katla. Might be able to get a good singularity on these guys. These Marines and Stern Guard blob. Good shot from the Fire Prism. Farseer is trying to finish off those tacks. Down to a single model. I think they're okay. We have a Terminator Force Commander for Oppressor. And they maybe put pressure on this Dreadnought. It seems to be just doing whatever it wants at the moment. Oh, here come Fire Dragons to do just that. Don't see guide on them though. Venerable Dreadnought. Nope, it's Tactical Marines dropped in by Anter. I thought that was AfterSHOCK's yellow drop pod there, but it was Anter, so it couldn't have been a Venerable Dreadnought. Terminator Force Commander tries to retreat, does not get it. The Doombringer. Oh, that was a really cool sync kill animation. I do not remember seeing that before. The little spin behind her back there, the Farseer. That was awesome. Oppressor's down to 3 units, including the Force Commander who's down. Land Ready Redeemer on the field. So down to 2 units, I guess, technically. Both back at base. That was a really awesome synchro animation. Is that unique to the Doombringer? Maybe she just needs one of her... needs a Doombringer or the Singing Spear to do it. That was awesome. This is Qwick's Farseer down on the east side. Webway pops up there. Maybe they could use it to get over and revive. Wonder if it would be possible to link all 3 Eldar players' webways into like the same webway network. So I don't think that's how it works at the moment. You can only use webways of the same player to get to webways of the same player kind of thing. I think that's how it works anyway. Not actually sure though. Also with triple Raveners and their tunnels, how does that work? Can they all use the same tunnel exits or what? Lots of red for Oppressor, so we might see a nuke here. Big push from the Space Marines. There's an Eldritch Storm. And now Wraith Guard on it, and now Fire Dragons on it. It's a lot of damage on that Land Raider. Holy crap, I think it's going to fall right here, right now, as soon as it shows up, basically. There's a singularity. Yep, down goes the Land Raider. Down goes the Fire Prism as well, though. And another one. Both Fire Prisms dropping. I think they were both Fire Prisms. Maybe that first one's a Falcon. Terminator's in. for AfterSHOCK. 83 to 105. It's very close, but the Space Marines look strained here and depleted. Antair calling for caps, much easier said than done. Now the Terminators are being chased off. That Fire Dragon might die though. Oh, they survive. Terminator Force Command has an assault cannon, which is bad news for all this infantry of the Eldar. Dark Creepers are heavy infantry, I believe, so they shrug off a little bit of the piercing DPS, but it's still a hell of a lot of piercing DPS. Do they get away? That's fortune up on those Seer Council. Yes, they do get away. Eldar retain the west side. They've taken out the Land Raider. I don't think there's much they can do here, the Space Marines. Oppressor really should have dropped a nuke to help save that Land Raider there. That was the time to drop it. They didn't use any of their red in this whole game, I think. Haven't noticed any for the Emperors or anything. Well, those guys died pretty hard. What am I hearing? I'm just hearing a bunch of Dark Creepers shooting. They sound like Falcons shooting the Dark Creepers. Oppressor with a Predator tank on the way. Full power bash, although they didn't decap. Then everything fleets out. Another Fire Prism for Katla. There's one up for Qwick as well. Oh, cheeky decap from the scouts. Bunch of stuff died here though. 48 to 105. Can the Eldar seal this? They're on the cusp of victory here. They're trying to keep pressure up to keep the Space Marines just away from the VPs, because once they get to them, they're going to be pretty good at toughing it out and capping. Well played, Antair. Straight back onto this VP. Takes out some Guardians, I think. Level 4 Guardians for Novacyt. Down they go. Here's a big old flank, though. Maybe? The flank was blocked by the Fire Prism. This is AfterSHOCK's level 4 Dreadnought with Dark Age. Up to very close to 1900 hit points. That's pretty awesome. Shotgun scouts doing what they can. They might wipe out though. And there's a Spirit Stone's heal. Yeah, they do wipe out. 40 to 105 still. Gonna get their natural back, and I don't know if the Space Marines have another decap in them. Antair's down to a single scout squad. Oppressor's still down to 2 units and hasn't dropped a nuke at all. Are they just waiting for Terminators now? AfterSHOCK Dreadnought has been amazing. I really want that guy to survive. 35 to 105. There's an orbital, but it wasn't from Oppressor. Doesn't do a huge amount, to be honest. Maybe it's given a little bit of momentum through the mid. There's time field to mess with the Dreadnought, but it's not being shot at by the Fire Prism. Fire Prism shooting at other things. 20 to 105. No sign of the Space Marines getting onto the Western VP here. There's an orbital, and that was from Oppressor, and it hits absolutely nothing. Not the best nuke. I mean, it would have to be a hell of a nuke at this point to have any impact. Oh, look at this. Sneaky scouts on the VP. Can they even decap it in time? I think they can. Maybe? Oh no. 2 VPs. But look at this. They're decapping the natural of the Space Marines anyway. Thanks to Qwick. Can they win here? Surely. There it is. There's a decap and there's a single to get the victory for the Eldar. It was pretty close at the end. Space Marines hanging on with small armies, as they often can do, but they didn't have time to start recovering there at the end. Predator tank hit in the field for Oppressor. We had a Terminator Force Commander, of course. A level 7 Apothecary, did some good work. Level 5 Techmarine, the Dreadnought was amazing and it did survive. The 3 Farseers, level 4 for Katla. Novacyt's level 10 for Novacyt. Had that awesomely cool sync kill. And a level 5 Farseer for Qwick. There you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Big thanks to these players for taking part in a faction war and sending it in. I believe it was Katla running these lobbies and getting the games and sending them in to me. I'll see you guys next time.